Hi, my name is Penny from New Zealand. I was diagnosed with OCD when I was only 3 years old. My parents knew it was weird that I was the cleanest toddler in the world. I threw a fit if I ever touched anything dirty, including my dad after he worked all day long. Maybe that's why he left us. Maybe I was just too weird for him. But when Dad packed his bags and took off, Mom promised it wasn't because of me. You're perfect, just as you are, Penny. I didn't feel perfect. My OCD was so bad, I had to touch every single lamppost I saw on the way to school. I was always so anxious, and it made me feel so good to touch the cold metal. I made sure no one in school saw the real me. Nothing could crack my mask, except for my classmate and my rival, Jin. Jin was a mess since we were kids. Once, in first grade, he drew on the walls while I watched, screaming like a maniac. "Chill out, it's just a crayon." I rushed over and started wiping it off. He got really mad and pulled me off. "Hey, I made that. You're ruining the walls." "What are you, the janitor?" "I like things clean." "Okay, from now on, you're Janitor Penny." I jumped on him and started tearing his hair out. But he kept calling me Janitor Penny, and he meant it. He called me that for 4 years straight. Once when we were in 3rd grade, some girls came to me during lunch and said they really loved my outfit. I stood up to show it to them, but just then, Jin walked by and dropped his food on the floor. "Hey, it's Janitor Penny. Wanna mop the floor?" "Shut up, Jin. Make me." The girls started laughing at me, and I felt so embarrassed. I just glared at him and stormed off. He just loved to mess with me, and he never gave up. Once he brought fake insects to class and flung them at me. What a jerk! To make matters worse, we took the same route to school, and he just loved to run into me and annoy me. Once he even came to my house while I was outside and said, "Hey, Janitor Penny, wanna wash my clothes?" Ugh, he made me so mad. I picked up a neighbor's hose and started spraying him with water. Penny, stop it. You wanted to be clean, right? Here you go. He tried to ride away, but I chased him with the hose. The neighbors were laughing at us, but I didn't care. Suddenly, the pipe snapped to its full length, and I fell back. My head hit the concrete so hard. Ow! That hurt. I looked up to see Jin hovering over me. "Penny, are you okay? Are you hurt?" I slapped his hand away. "Don't act like you care, jerk." I got up and ran home at full speed. I had no time to deal with immature boys. My mom ran a cafe, and now that I was old enough, I had to help her with waitressing and delivering orders. I also had to study for my exams at the same time. One day, I got called to deliver an order to my school building. When I got there, I saw Jin with a group of his friends. Ugh. "Is this your order?" "Janitor Penny, how do you find time to clean and deliver food? You're amazing." Suddenly, I noticed what they were doing. They were putting graffiti on the school building. The messy, bright colors nearly gave me a stroke. I literally ran to the garden hose and turned it on over the walls. "Penny, no!" Jin grabbed the hose and tried to pull it away. I wrestled him to the ground, but I refused to let go. "I can't take this. I have to look at the school every day. It's washable. It's for an art contest. You just ruined our entry." Oh no, that was 3 days of work. You make me crazy. "I'm sorry. I was so embarrassed. I just ran. I didn't even take my payment." This time, I was the jerk. I tried to avoid Jin out of guilt, but he showed up at my cafe the next evening. I was prepared for hell. "You forgot to take your money. Here, I left you a nice tip." I was so confused. "Wow, thanks? I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have erased your art." That's okay. "Actually, I have another gift for you. Come on." He pulled me outside, and my jaw hit the floor. There was a huge graffiti on my cafe walls. It was a horrible drawing of a girl with a mop. Jin was already running away. "That's you, Janitor Penny!" "I'm gonna end you, Jin!" Thank God the paint was washable, or my OCD would have wrecked me. It had been getting worse as I was growing up. There were so many tiny ways I struggled every day, but I hid them all from my mom. She was so happy to have a perfectionist daughter like me, and I wasn't gonna disappoint her. I was gonna be the top of my class. If I could do that, all the struggle would be worth it. And I almost did it. Almost. When our teacher once announced, "Penny, you got 2nd place. After Jin." "What?" Jin winked at me. "Not bad, JP." JP? Janitor Penny. I hate you, Jen. To be honest, I hated myself. How could someone so messy and rude beat me? Mom consoled me at home. Penny, you did so well. Second place is amazing. No, Mama. I will work hard and I will beat Jen, I promise you. I stopped going out with my friends and cut down on my hours working at the cafe. I tried to study as hard as I could with my rising anxiety. I was obsessing over the street lamps and taking longer routes to school so I could touch more of them. They made me feel better. One time, I was so lost in my thoughts that I didn't realize I was crossing the street. I turned and saw the bright lights of a car about to hit me. A hand grabbed me and pulled me off the road just in time. Penny, didn't you see the car coming? Jen? What? I saw you going from lamp to lamp without even looking. You could have gotten hurt. What's wrong with you? None of your business. I ran away from him, but he caught up to me. He just kept bugging me about the lamps again and again, and before I knew it, I exploded. I have OCD, okay? You're the last person I want to explain this to, but I am obsessed with cleaning and touching lamps. Happy? Now leave me alone! I stormed away from him, but obviously he followed me. JP, do you want to touch the lamps if you can't see them? I can't walk with my eyes closed. Get on my bike, I'll take you home. What? No, I don't trust you. You gonna say that when I just saved your life? That hurts my feelings. He started to ride away and I pulled him back. Okay, sorry. I'll go with you. Close your eyes. Don't look at the lamps. To my total disbelief, his idea actually worked. I was home in a matter of minutes instead of hours, and I didn't feel anxious at all. Jen, thank you so much. I didn't do it for you. I just didn't want my competition to get hit by a car. I want to beat you again next year. Will you stop teasing me? Never. I'll pick you up tomorrow morning. You what? Jen showed up at my house the next day to take me to school, and he insisted on dropping me home too. I was too shocked to even protest. Was this an elaborate prank? Or was Jen being nice? I enjoyed being around someone who knew my secret. I didn't have to hide my weird impulses anymore. Suddenly, Jen was way more than just an annoying boy. He was a genius at every subject, and he was an amazing artist. He worked so hard on a new entry for the art contest, and I was really happy for him when he won by a landslide. He deserved it. His team got a trophy and a huge check. A reporter even wanted to interview him. When he heard the news, he looked worried. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with a family of 6. I can't have people over. Maybe you can do the interview at my cafe. Really? That would be perfect. Oh, JP. He gave me a tight hug. Ah! Let me go! Never. I cleaned and decorated the cafe for the interview, but that was a mistake. The moment the reporters showed up, they spread their junk everywhere. The cameraman ate candy and threw the wrappers on the floor. His hand was covered with melted chocolate and he touched everything. I begged myself to keep it together for Jen, but then, right in the middle of the interview, I heard a crash. The cameraman dropped his glass. Don't worry about it. We gotta keep rolling. He kicked the broken glass under the table and walked all over the sticky soda. That broke me. I literally attacked the mess. I needed to clean it. Hey, you're in the shot. Get out. I need to clean this. Sorry. We're on live, lady. Clean it after we're done. When I didn't move, the cameraman grabbed my arm and pushed me away. That was when all hell broke loose. Jen flew from his seat and tackled the man to the ground. How dare you touch her? I'm gonna kick your butt. They wrestled on the floor on live TV. It took 5 people to pull them apart. I was weeping. My compulsion had wrecked Jen's interview. Once we kicked the reporters out, I locked myself in my room. I was gonna stay inside till I wouldn't be me anymore. Jen kept calling me, so I turned off my phone. I wasn't hungry and I just wanted to sleep. One day, I heard a shout from outside my room. Ah! I broke my leg! Ah! It was Jen. I rushed out of the room to see what had happened, and Jen jumped behind me and shut the door. Hey, your leg is not broken. I asked him to help. I couldn't stand to watch you punish yourself for that interview. It wasn't your fault. Yes, it was. Once, just once, I wanted to ignore the mess. I'm done, Mom. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I need help with my OCD. You don't need help. You're perfect just as you are. That was when Jin spoke up. She's perfect even if she needs help. She'll still be a good daughter and a great friend. Why should she suffer? You're suffering? Mom, my anxiety has been so bad, and I didn't want to share any of it with you. I didn't want you to hate me and leave me. Penny, you are my life. I could never leave you. But Dad left me. That really got her. She walked over and squeezed me in a tight hug. That's not true. He left because our marriage was already falling apart. I'm so sorry, Penny. You started taking care of me when it should be the other way around. I never want you to hide your struggles from me. That's what I'm here for. Got it? Yes, Mom. We'll get you the help you need. You'll always be my perfect daughter. I hugged my mom in tears, feeling lighter than I had in years. Jin hesitated, but Mom made him join the hug. Things get a lot easier when you're not dealing with them alone. I was free to be myself, and I was finally enjoying my school life. I was also relaxed enough to see that Jin was crazy about me. How had I not noticed the way he looked at me before? One day, we were out for burgers when the cashier started flirting with me. Jin literally glared at him before pulling me aside. I'll get the food. Why don't you sit down? You're jealous, aren't you? No. I think you're jealous. I think you're wrong. I think you want to kiss me. No, I don't. Okay, I'll just go kiss that cashier then. Come here. He pulled me back to him and kissed me. Ha! Finally!